Hey friend, I'm Sam and welcome into the full tutorial for I Know a Name by Elevation. Let's jump straight into it. We're out for the intro, we're out for verse 1, almost all of it, but in the last bar we come in with a cymbal swell on beat 5. Just so you know, we're in 6/8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 1 in the next bar. But 5 and 6 and right, left. We'll be using that a fair bit in this song. Sometimes it'll be on the toms, maybe the snare, but in this case we're on the cymbal. So just make sure you're used to counting 5 and 6 and right, left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just keeping time on the ride here in chorus 1. On the repeat, we don't hit the crash. That's what N.C. means, no crash on repeat. So we just play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do those 2 bars a third time, but for now let's jump here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, same thing, but this time we have a kick here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here on beat 4, we're layering on a open hi-hat with your left hand on 4, and then over to the low tom 5, 6. And yes, we're hitting a ride still on those counts. So this bar again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and D.S. means go back to the S or go back to the sign, which is right at the beginning of chorus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we just do that same thing all over again. And then we're into the next line. This is the turnaround, just 2 bars of nothing. So we've just played 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 1. And we're into verse 2. There's another cymbal swell, 5 and 6 and 1. Right, left, right. So verse 2 is a new groove. It sounds like this. So obviously we had a crash on the first time. 5 and 6 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 1. Now, if that counting is confusing, don't even worry about the counting. Just think of it as kick, right, left, snare, right, left, kick, right, left, snare, right, left, kick, right, left, snare, right, left, kick, right, left, snare, right, left. Repeat. So the kick doesn't have a hi-hat with it. The snare doesn't have a hi-hat with it. So you're going to hit the kick on its own and the snare on its own. So just keep that in mind as you're doing that. Obviously, when we hit a crash, it is going with the kick, so it breaks that rule. We play this bar 8 times. Then we're into this bar, which is the exact same thing. It's just separate so that we didn't have a bar that was repeated 14 times and there's a lot of bars to keep track of then. This way you can keep track of 8 in the first time, and then in this bar you can just keep track of 5. So you're going to hit the crash on the first time, 2, 3, 4th repeat, and on the 5th time, 5th repeat. That way of counting the bar that you're starting is a good way to know where you're going to need to crash. Now, we're here in a bit of a fill bar. We're going to hit a kick and a crash. Then we have snare and kick. And then we have snare. Snare with open hi-hats in both of those cases. And then right, left, which again is 5 and 6 and right, left. But let's go through kind of the timing and the counting. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5. Wait, that was wrong. Bad Sam. So 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 1, 2 and then we have the 3 is empty, 4, 5 and 6 and. So 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah. If you just want to feel it, obviously in the interactive notation, you can just loop that bar and hear it over and over again. I'll play it twice more here. One more time. All right, so let's move on into chorus 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a 2-bar repeating pattern. Back to the first bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kick on 1, snare on 4, ride always. Then in the second bar, kick, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not too hard because those kicks go exactly with your ride. So that's nice and easy. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 times through that 2-bar phrase. Then in the next bar, it's really the same groove. And then here in the fill bar, I've just written fill so that you don't feel like you have to do what I have done or written. So in this case, I haven't written these fills in. I'll show you one fill that you can use and it will be like fine. You can just keep using the fill. It is what I was playing in the recording. However, you're not going to hear it. You will see it, but you're not going to hear it. But I will show you this fill so you can use it. But really my hope is that you start to experiment with your own fills. Start to try new patterns or new starting points and just experiment. But if you feel like you aren't quite ready to do your own fills yet, then again, you can use this fill. So let's show you this fill now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just grooving up until that point. Single kick. You can double kick if you want, but 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm just doing 5 and 6 in. Now we've done that fill earlier in the song. Right, left, snare with right, high tom with left, low tom with right, and with left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in. So once you've hit beat 4, the snare, the main backbeat, 5 and 6M can be your fill. And anytime that there is written fill and it's an empty bar for you to make up your own fill, but if you're really not sure, then you can just do that same fill every time. However, like I said, I'd love for you to start experimenting and getting more comfortable with kind of just making up a fill. That's not the hardest thing in the world. Sometimes we overthink it. We think it has to be fancy. It doesn't have to be fancy. As long as you're still feeling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you might just want to double that. So, you can just put in extra notes, and it can be lots of snares. It can be some toms. It doesn't have to be fancy. A lot of times we think, fill, go toms. Doesn't always have to be toms. So just start experimenting. Let me know how you're going with that and if you're struggling with that, because I'm here to help, and at some point I would love to actually just focus on creating your own fills and make some sort of resource for that. As of now, when I'm making this, that doesn't exist, but hopefully in the future it will, if it's something you think you would like. Okay, so that D.S. again, so that stands for Da Segno, which means go back to the segno. The segno is the sign. So really, as soon as you see D.S., just go back to the S, which is the beginning of chorus 2. So we just do this line twice. It's a long way to say we do that line twice. Bridge 1, we are playing snare, low tom, and kick all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that's the core kind of beat, but we have some little 5 and 6 ands in here. So let me show you that now. So here in this bar we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and. So just play the snare with right, left, 4, 5 and 6 and then we need to go straight into the next one. So it's going to feel like a double left. 5 and 6 and 1, or right, left, all. So I'm going to play this bar again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This bar, it's really fun as well. So we have 1, 2 and 3, high tom, right, left, right, so just 3 hits. Down to the 4 again, snare, low tom, and kick, and then 2 hits, 5, 6, high tom, low tom, both hands. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we go back to the beginning of bridge 1 and we play all of that again. So I'm just going to play all the way through once more. 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. And then for bridge 2, it starts with a snare and a crash of your choosing. I'm playing here. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's break that down. The kick is with every hit. So every time you're using your hands, you're using your kick, and every hit is both hands. Therefore, every hit is hands and right foot. Amazing. So crash, snare, kick for the first one. Toms and kick for the second note. Flam on the snare with kick. So let's just get 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What is the timing of that? 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then the last 2 notes, 1, 2, are going to feel faster. So we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'll slow it all down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I actually don't know if I slowed it down, so apologies if I did not. I'm a flawed human being. Anyway, I hope that at least makes sense for you to try it. To me, it's just one of those patterns that needed some repetition. And then in the song, you're going pretty quick, so you don't have a lot of time to think or to count realistically. So you just need to be ready for that pattern by repeating this a lot, pretty slow, while you're practicing to the point where it's not something you have to think about. So that's our goal with most of these patterns. All right, so I'm just going to play this 2 more times and then we'll go into the next bar so you can see kind of the transition and the similarities and differences. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. 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 The hands are actually the same. The biggest difference is kicks. We're going to have slightly more. So we're going to have 1, 2, and 3. That's really the main difference here. Kick, toms, kick. This part. So what's actually happening is the kicks are going to all of the 8th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. While the hands pattern is still happening over the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if that works for you, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and just matching the kicks to that will work. However, if you need to break it down, we're going to play together, kick, toms, kick, together on snare, together on toms, toms. Obviously, the second half of this bar is the exact same as before. So let's do that start point again. Together, kick, tom, kick, together. Together, kick, tom, kick, together. Together, kick, tom, kick, together. 5, 6. I hope that helps. Next, we're into the instrumental. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just a kick and crash on the 1, then straight to the ride, and then we'll just stay on the ride for another 7 bars so we can get our total of 8 bars. Before we go any further, let's do the slow down playthrough from the beginning of the song, or beginning of the drum part, chorus 1, up until this instrumental here. If you're ready, try it with me. If you're not, pause the video or go back or do whatever you need to do, work on what you need to work on, and then try this with me.
And it's worthy of all praise. I call you Jesus. I call you healer. Risen and reigning in power. Something comes out of the grave. Every time I call you Jesus, I call you Savior, worthy of glory forever. Something comes out of the grave. Every time I call your name, I have a king with dominion over death. He holds the key in his holy nail-scarred hands. He is the heel, yeah, that has crushed the serpent's head. Our resurrected great I am. I call you Jesus. I call you healer. Risen and reigning in power. Something comes out of the grave. Every time I call you Jesus, I call you Savior, worthy of glory forever. Something comes out of the grave. Every time I call your name, chains break, dry bones wake. Every time I call your name, the gates of hell shake. Every time I call your name, chains break, dry bones wake. Every time I call your name,
We're about to get into bridge 3. We're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the ride here in the instrumental, and you can start to hear that low note. I don't know if it's bass or if it's like low notes on the piano, the doo doo, because we're about to join that on the low tom in bridge 3. Now, the counts that it's going to land on is 2, 3. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty easy, but just relax your timing and play it strong. Now the next bar, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to layer on a left-hand crash. Slowly getting louder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then a nice strong hit on the 1 here for bridge 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's do that transition one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're in the next bar. We've got kicks now here in bridge 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to the start. No crash on repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, I don't think I mentioned tom kick, but that's what we're doing. The kick there on the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the next bar again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 repeats of that. And then we're into here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and crash for bridge 5. The pattern here really is a ride, and then tom, kick, tom, tom, kick, tom, tom, snare, 5 and 6 and 1. One more time and then we'll move into bridge 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 1. Now we're here in bridge 5. This is the pattern. Just play the top of the ride to make it clearer. Now, the sticking pattern, the rights and lefts, etc., is this. I'll play the kick as well so you can hear where that goes. Right, right, left, right, left, 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 right. So it's the same thing over and over again. It's really fun. It feels so good when you play this with the song, so I'm looking forward to you experiencing that. First hit is going to be on the crash with kick. 1, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right. We've got our right hand on the ride, left hand on the low tom. Right, left, right, and then right, left, right. High tom twice, low tom twice, back to the start. One more time through. 1, or right, right, left, right, 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 left, right, 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 left, right, 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 left, right. After 3 repeats, we're here. Right, right, left, right, right, left, right. All the same. Right, left, right, 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 left. So instead of high toms, we're going to go to a snare, then high, then low. So hitting that snare on 5 and 6 and is just a really good way to step up the energy and kind of communicate that we're about to jump up to something. Here comes the next section. Now when it comes to the first half of this bar, we have done this rhythm earlier in bridge 2. Just double checking. So that's when the timing is 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, which is evenly spaced notes. So if it's easier to count this way, 1, 2, 3, then you can. So breaking it down, on beat 1, we have a right hand and a kick. In the first bar, it's a crash. In the second bar, it's a low tom with your right hand. So we have a right hand and a kick, then we have both toms and kick, and then we have flam on the snare. Then we just have 5 and 6 and on the low tom. Now, in the second bar, like I said, we have the low tom and the kick, the same for everything else. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and one more time. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and. Once we've repeated that 3 times, we're here. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5 and 6 in, which yes is the same thing. And then here we have like a little, let's just call it a fill. I don't know. Let's call it a fill. So this is what we play. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5 and 6 and 1. There's that 5 and 6 and swell again. So I'm just here because that's where I am and it feels comfortable to be. We do want crash sounds, so if you need to play over here, then you need to play over here. It's going to be a crash with kick, a high tom, another crash, a low tom, another crash, and then 5 and 6 and 1. So timing wise, we have 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So 2 and 3 and 4. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 1. Or thinking rights and lefts. Right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right. that fill that I just showed you is going to happen in the very last bar of the song. It's how we finish the song. All right, moving on into the second refrain. So, as is a theme, from one section to the next section, this has happened before, the hand pattern can stay the same, but the kicks are going to do more. So in this case, the kicks are again joining the numbers or playing on all the numbers. So we have 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just break it down into bits. We have 1, kick and crash, kick, toms, kick. We've actually done that before. Slam and kick, we've done that before. It's the ending here, 5 and 6 and right, left, that we haven't done, that's new. The kick will go with the rights. Right, left, left. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and or right, left. So the first half of this bar with the kicks in it, etc., is the exact same as the developed pattern in bridge 2 that we played earlier. So if you can already play bridge 2, then you can play this second refrain. Now once we've done that pattern 4 times, we're into like a bit more of a build. You're going to be hitting a crash on the 1 of each bar and then snares for the rest. So let me show you. I'm starting here because that's the position I'm in initially. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and then just crash on this one for the rest. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and those kicks are going on all the numbers and therefore they're going with my right hand. Right. Now I don't know where I am because I'm not counting. Let's do it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and right, left, the whole time, even when you hit the crash. Right, left, the whole time. Now in this bar, so once we've done 3 repeats of the previous bar, we just have some toms at the end. Again, 5 and 6 and kicks on all the rights. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and then we're into chorus 3. Good news, chorus 3 is the exact same as chorus 2. The only thing I'm doing different is laying into the edge of my ride to get more of a crashy, washy sound. So it really starts to build up the energy. Then we're here in bridge 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A really simple groove. It's just the fact that we're playing 3 kicks at the beginning that is different and also really feels like it's stepping up the energy again. So kick, snare, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here in the fill bar, you just start the groove the same way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6 and that normal fill, unless you want to get experimental and try your own. So please do. Like I said earlier, I'd love for you to be trying your own. D.S. means we go back to the S, so we do those 2 bars again. Refrain 3, kick, same starting kick pattern, and then snare, then a single ride. So we're adding an extra snare here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fill bar, this is what I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and please be more experimental than that if you're ready to. And then back into the same groove here for 3, and then this fill bar we've done earlier. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 1. Whatever crashes you want to hit or cymbals you want to hit is up to you. We have covered that already. So now that we're here at the end, it's not the end of the song. There's refrain 4, and then there's maybe another refrain, and then it gets back to the chorus. But we don't need to play anymore, so it's the end of the song. I mean, if we're not playing, it's not happening anymore. Anyway, so now that we're here, it is time to do the slow playthrough from, let me double check, from starting bridge 3 up until the end of the song here. So if you're ready, try it with me. If you're not quite ready, pause the video, go back, do whatever you need to do, and then try it with me.
Every time I call your name, where old death is now your sting, and where old grave your victory, now where old death is now your sting, and where old grave your victory. Every time I call you Jesus, I call you Savior. Worthy of glory forever. Something comes out of the grave now. Every time I call your name, chains break, strongholds break. Every time I call your name, the gates of hell shake. Every time death is come alive, death is come alive, death is come alive in the name of Jesus. Death is come alive, death is come alive, death is come alive in the name of Jesus.
Well, congratulations on getting to the end of this video. Hopefully that means you're actually at the end of practicing all those parts. If you're not, now's the time to put in the hard work and learn all the patterns. Learning means, yes, understanding them, but then doing a lot of repetition on those. So it might not all be done in one sitting. You'll probably most likely have to come back a few more times and drill the patterns into your brain. I know that it took a couple of days to just feel comfortable with the changes because there wasn't that familiarity with the pattern. So once those patterns are super familiar, then the transitions are a lot easier because your muscle memory is really kicking in and it's not your brain having to think super hard about what pattern is about to come. Anyway, all the best with your practice and when you go and play this with your team. I really hope that this resource, this video and all the surrounding resources really help you learn, practice and play this song. But more than that, I hope it allows you to have some head and heart space to really enter into worship as you're practicing and playing this song. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you in the next one.